Hey guys, I hope you're all having an awesome day. So I'm gonna do a check-in, see what angels want us to know, and any spiritual guidance, spirit messages. Oh, my deck is upside down. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see. Really curious. I haven't pulled cards in a few days. So I'm really curious to kind of see what comes out. I just started getting insanely dizzy as soon as I started doing this. There's a lot of energy going on right now. Definitely make sure you ground yourself today. I mean, try to do it every day, but as soon as I just started doing this, I could feel the intensity of like the energy. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself too. That's why there's some days where I'll skip and I won't do readings and stuff, like video readings. Private readings, I still do those, but video readings, because there's just so much energy going on. There's so much things going on. So, you know, I'm trying to like work on my own stuff and kind of work on some of the energy stuff as well. So Spirit's been just channeling like a shitload of messages to me anyway, even without the cards. That's why I've been posting a lot more spirit messages. They've just been kind of sending me like a bunch of stuff. Hey, I need you to post this. I need you to say this. So, okay. We got a bunch of really colorful cards. We got adventure, creativity, celebration, success, and we got 33 right in the middle. All right, source, the lovers, maturity, past lives. Wow, so immediately I get there's some type of new adventure coming for you guys, or a new opportunity is coming for you guys, something that is from the sacral chakra, something that brings you a lot of joy and passion, something that it feels related to your childhood in some way, maybe something that really interests you as a kid. Now, this does not have to be a job. It can be a job. It could also be like, you know, some type of relationship. I wouldn't say romantic, but something within a relationship that maybe you guys enjoy doing together. Or it can just be like a hobby or something you do on the side. Could be a side business as well. But yeah, it feels like something that you really enjoy doing, something that just really sparks your like creativity and your passion. We got celebration and success. And I'm going to show you the two cards next to each other because look at these. Like they're both literally celebrating and stuff is coming down. And so the messages I get from this is one, Spirit is sending you messages and signs. Even if this is not here for you right now, it will be coming soon. Don't hold on to time frames. They're literally saying don't hold on to time frames for anything at all. But it feels like whatever this is, it's going to be something very grounded and emotional, something you're going to be really proud of. It feels like a sense of freedom, like you finally freed yourself from a cycle. Some of you, I'm getting karmic cycle, but it feels like you freed yourself from some type of cycle, some type of illusion, something you've been kind of in like a bubble in for a while. And it's going to be something that you want to like go out and celebrate and talk to your friends about and just like, yay, like, you know, just very enthusiastic, but I almost get this like disbelief, like it's too good to be true. Like I can't believe this. And it's almost like this like new adventure where it's like a little child kind of going out and they're like, ooh, I'm curious and I see this, but I'm not really sure what this is. So I'm gonna be really cautious. And it's almost like some of you guys are going to be cautious when this comes in or comes forward or ends. I got something in my eye. Probably like an eyelash or something. Because you're so used to the old in some way. So we got the source, the lovers, maturity, past lives. Whew, okay, I don't know who the hell this is for. Yeah, it feels like somebody in your life, past, current, or future, is from a past life. Somebody that is bringing you a lot of healing, a lot of karmic endings, a lot of closure. This person, and I talked about this a few weeks ago, that you're going to have people who are divinely guided to you over the next few weeks coming in that are helping you with healing certain things. And then some of them are going to leave. Some of them might stay, but I get mostly they're going to be like mini lessons and then they're going to leave. Or you're going to leave, whatever, you know, however that the shoe may fall. But it feels like there's some type of cycles coming to completion and there's some type of awareness and knowledge you didn't have. Some of you, it is like a karmic contract with like a past person from a past life. Some of you, it's to bring love within and healing within to yourself. So this person that's coming in, it could be romantic, it could be a friendship, it could just be, you know, like an acquaintance or something, that's coming in or that already came in. to teach you to, one, love yourself deeper, but also to bring awareness to shadows that you need to heal. It feels like you and this person have been in each other's lives before, in past lives, and you guys kind of work together just short periods of time. It's like you only need to work with this person for a really short period of time because the lessons learn very quickly with them. It doesn't feel like this crazy magnetic connection or energy like you might feel with somebody else. Because it doesn't feel like a soul family per se. It more so feels like a karmic person, but you guys intentionally come into each other's lives in different lives to actually heal and balance certain things. And it feels like a very good thing. It's almost like a partnership, if you will, but not something where you come from the same soul family, if that makes sense. So, really interesting. Very interesting. Okay. The Psychic Tarot. This deck has been calling my name all day, literally all day. Since actually last night. So I don't know what message we have in here, but it's Harmony. Wow. So that's like the same as the Lover's card. So interesting. Yeah, this one literally, like, I'm not even joking. Like, before I went to sleep last night, it was actually calling, like energetically calling me. And then I woke up this morning and it just keeps popping in my head. I'm like, all right, I'm going to pull. I got this Taylor Swift song in my head. I don't know if you guys have heard it. I was driving the other day and my YouTube played it. It's Taylor Swift Exile with Bon Iver, I think it is. Oh my gosh, like I cannot get this fucking song out of my head. Seriously. It's a really good song, and then it literally keeps replaying, so then I replay it for the last few days. So yeah. Anyway, all right, we got positive movement forward. We got harmony, suffering and silence, balance and hope. We got emotional withdrawal, fulfillment of wishes, crown chakra, and solar plexus chakra. Interesting. This feels very relationship-like. I'm getting a lot of this as single people. So the message can still apply to you if you're in a relationship. I'm going to say it as like singles and what I'm getting. But again, the message itself can apply if you're in a relationship. It doesn't, it doesn't really matter. That's just the way they're channeling it to me, because maybe it's a collective thing or some specific people need to hear this, but they want you to come into inner union with yourself is what I'm getting. Like, you need to come into inner union with yourself and stop seeking love and validation from other people. It feels like, especially the feminine has been really suffering a long time with this, has really been dealing, and I'm getting like abandonment wounds. Like, you guys have some mother and father abandonment wounds. A lot of you father abandonment wounds specifically. Abandonment wound does not mean that your parent had to leave you, that they left you for good, or, you never talked to them or anything like that. It can simply mean, a parent who was not emotionally responsive to you or was not emotionally available, who was inconsistent, who came and went from your life, who really didn't give you the love and comfort and validation that you needed as a child. And, a lot of times, and they're wanting me to say this, a lot of times I'll do readings with people and they're like, no, I had a great childhood. Nope, this was great. This was great. This was great. Lying to yourself is not helpful. Lying to yourself and saying that everything was fucking great and perfect. If that's what you want to believe, then believe what you want to. But it does not mean that your feelings weren't valid. It does not mean that things didn't actually happen to you that were traumatic, that were hurtful, that were emotional. And somewhere down the line, you were taught, or you on your own came up with this coping skill that if I ignore it and I pretend like everything's fucking great and put on rose-colored glasses, that like, no, everything was great and everything's great. That's like a very political way of thinking, like a very politician, like, oh, everything's fucking picture perfect. That's not real though. Like, you can have the best parents in the fucking world and still have childhood trauma. You can still have feelings where you didn't feel worthy, where your sibling got more attention than you, where you felt like they didn't really validate you, if you got good grades or you got an award. There's so many things that like transpire that affect us as children, and we develop these patterns and coping skills around it. So it feels like the feminine energy. It can be masculine and feminine, but I'm getting specifically a strong feminine energy, wounded feminine. So we have feminine in men and women. So you could be a man or a woman with this energy. but it feels like the wounded feminine energy within you has been suffering and longing for love for a really long time. Even if you're in a relationship, you can still be longing for love. There can still be a lack in your relationship where you feel like you're not emotionally fulfilled or you're not getting what you want. Spirit is saying to open yourself up to receiving the energy from them and to balance your life. What can you do to put yourself first more? Where can you show yourself you're validated? Where can you validate yourself? Where can you show yourself how worthy you are and how you're enough? And change the chatter that goes on in your mind. They're saying good things are coming for you. A lot of you guys are ascending and a lot of you are purging a lot of past lives, a lot of family stuff, a lot of like generational trauma. A lot of people like in this generation, like my age group and like around, a little bit younger, a little bit older, we're healing a lot of family karma. Our siblings are not, if you have siblings, our siblings are not. A lot of us light workers and healers are actually the ones doing this work, and we're bringing change to our families. So some of us struggle a little bit harder because we're learning a little bit more, and we're healing not only our own stuff, but we're healing our family stuff. And kind of what they're saying, and I got this message, I want to say like a year ago for somebody as well, is when you heal things within you, it automatically heals it within your parents, within your siblings, within your, immediate family and your lineage. Like it heals. People don't understand fully how energetically connected you are. And so when you're, in your mother's belly, like you're literally taking on all the energy from her. You're taking on all the energy from your father. You're taking on all of this energy. And so like you're born into this. And I'm not sure why they want me to tell you this, but apparently there's somebody in a situation right now that needs to hear this. So one of the things that I learned in last year when I was purging and I was healing some stuff, releasing a bunch of energy, was a incident I don't remember about. I'm not consciously aware of, that happened when I was very young. I think I was like 3 years old. And I don't remember it at all because obviously I was 3 years old. And so what Spirit had said to me was, and it actually showed me what was going on with my parents fighting and stuff. Me being in the house, I felt the energy and I actually sucked the energy in and it was stuck in my body for this long. So even if you have children or even if you're around other people and you're not fighting or you're not, saying or doing things, people can still pull that energy in. This is specifically for parents with kids. If you're in a toxic relationship or you're always fighting or there's just a lot of resentment and anger and guilt and all this shit in your household, your children are absorbing it. They are literally absorbing it without even knowing they're absorbing it. And this is shit they're going to have to heal as adults. Now, that's not saying like, oh, you should never fight. That's not saying, you should never have feelings. It's saying to resolve them in a healthy way or learn how to resolve them in a healthy way. That's what they're really wanting you to do. They're wanting you to identify areas where you can actually work on your growth and heal. Because we do things to our children without even being aware of what we're doing. And they're not, we're not conscious of this. Most people don't even know that. I didn't know it until last year. Especially people, energy workers. I say empaths because you can feel energy, but people who pull energy, there's certain light workers. I can't explain it fully, but so when I'm talking to somebody and they're going through stuff, I pull their energy and I transmute it for them and I release it for them into love and light. So there are people who absorb energy in that way and they transmute it for people. And so those people, especially the younger kids, aren't even aware they're pulling energy or that they're healing energy for people. And if they're not transmuting it and they're not healing it, they're going to be holding it in their body. And I learned that, like I said, last year, and it was something I had to really release a lot of shit. So anyway, we got emotional withdrawal, fulfillment of wishes, crown chakra, solar plexus chakra. So what I'm getting, we've gotten this message a few times in the last few weeks about getting out of our head and overthinking and start standing in our confidence, start standing in our power. And we got these right on top of each other, both yellow cards, right? Interesting because I actually made the solar plexus chakra rollerball yesterday. Spirit guided me to make that one. And actually it was all about this. And I was feeling a little bit shitty yesterday. So I put it on my stomach and it actually works pretty good. But There's a lot going on with the overthinking and confidence. This is really coming into your power, realizing your strength and stop giving it away to other people, being confident with who you are and knowing that anybody who is worth your time will stay and anybody who's not will leave. That's a good thing. It doesn't always seem like that, but that's a good thing. But Spirit wants you to take time to go within and reflect. And they want you to look at all of the accomplishments you have made and stop focusing so much on the things you haven't done and start focusing on the things you have done, and then take little baby steps toward what it is, like the goals that you are trying to set for yourself, and work on that. When you catch yourself overthinking though, try your hardest to do something else to snap out of it. If you catch yourself overthinking or spiraling with something, go outside, sniff some essential oils, pick up like a crystal and hold it. Deep breathing. I always say that deep breathing is like one of the best things you could, wow, my cards just flew out. Decrease. One of the best things you can do is, wow, what is with the love stuff coming out today? Yeah, deep breathing is like literally one of the best things you can do because it helps you like transmute energy. All right, let's see what else we get. That's it. I'm getting a lot of you guys are, this is not from the cards, they're just saying this. A lot of you guys are clearing old relationship stuff and family relationships. So you might be feeling like a lot of emotions and not really fully understanding like what you're feeling. Wow, we got travel again. But that's why there's a lot, it feels like a lot of old energy, like specifically with the root chakra, with feeling safe, protected, and with the sacral chakra around like shame and guilt, anger, your sexuality and your passions, things that you enjoy and love. Okay, so we got the loving woman, travel, and great achievement. Yeah, so this is very similar. And then we got new beginnings, deserving the sacred temple, status quo. Okay, what I get is this is you coming into your healing that feminine energy that I was saying is wounded, healing that and coming into this loving energy of receiving, of being nurturing, loving, and loving all of your shadows too, loving all of those painful memories and those things that you don't like within yourself, and coming to that acceptance and love within yourself. And again, this does not mean, just women. We have feminine and masculine energy within us. Men and women do. And so like men also have, can have wounded feminine energy as well. So a lot of times it does come from our parents. That's where it starts. So we got travel and great achievement. It's interesting. We keep getting this card. Some of you guys might literally be traveling. A few of you guys I'm getting, but and some of you, college graduation. When the hell is that though? It's like February. Okay, I don't know. Some of you guys might be like graduating for college or going to college somewhere, like driving to college. That just popped up. For others, what it feels like is you guys are coming to this ending, this closure. And it's something that is going to be a celebration. We keep getting a lot. We got the celebration card. We got this card. We got, what was the other card that we got? Solar planet. I don't know. Oh, fulfillment of wishes. Yeah, so it's like we're getting a lot of these cards where it's like endings of cycles and things being fulfilled and things coming forward for us. So new beginnings, deserving the sacred temple and status quo. What I get from this is there is a new path coming for you guys. It's not here yet, and it's because you need to get into this energy of knowing what you deserve and not settling for less. And once you actually get into this deserving energy, once you get into this confidence, just like the solar plexus chakra, once you get into this confidence and you get into this inner knowing that you deserve more than you've been settling for, or you deserve more in just general sense, knowing you're worthy and enough, it's going to open all kinds of things for you. It's going to open so many doors for you, and the path in front of you is going to be so brightly lit. Like there's not going to be a question of where you should be going or what you should be doing. It's just going to be right in front of you, and you will see it. A very spiritually and very divinely guided path. It's something it just feels very peaceful and calm, and it's going to be like a lot of wish fulfillment there. But right now, the reason that it hasn't come is because you're still in that undeserving energy where you feel like you're not worthy or enough. There's still, even if you don't believe what I'm saying, there's still lingering feelings of you being not enough, you feeling like you don't deserve something. And a lot of times it's so subconscious, we don't even realize it. But I will tell you, for me, being a little bit vulnerable, I will tell you for me, I struggle with that when it comes to relationships, like somebody like wanting to do something nice for me and genuine for me with like nothing in return. I actually struggle with receiving that at times. And even with like, you know, finding a relationship, this actually came up for me yesterday, was realizing that I get very uncomfortable and struggle a lot when somebody has like their shit together, you know, seemingly has their shit together and is like emotionally available, and like they have a good job and they're really intelligent and stuff like that. It intimidates me and scares me because in my past, I've always chosen people that I felt didn't really have their shit together, so they would need me for something so I can help them with something. And it's something I've had to like really outgrow and learn. So instead of running away from somebody good, I have to now sit in the discomfort, realize what's going on with me, and deep breathe and like have that conversation with myself. So a lot of times we're not even aware that we have these feelings, and we'll, you know, sabotage or we'll push good people and good things away from us because we think we don't deserve it, because it scares us, because it's not a person or a situation we're used to. So whenever it does come up for you, or you feel this like anxiety, or you feel this energy in your body that's not like a good calm energy, see what's going on in your mind in that moment. See, you know, who's around you, what the situation is, and things like that, and check in with yourself. And that's where you're going to learn where your feelings, like where you're lacking a self-esteem, or you're lacking confidence, or you're lacking worth, or feeling like you're not enough. All those things will start coming up once you actually sit in that energy and see what is actually coming up. So anyway, I hope this helps you, and I hope you guys all have an amazing day. So much love and light to you.